Hello everyone, my name is Lay and welcome back to my channel. Today's video we are going to learn how to make our own stickers at home using our silhouette. In this video I will be using a Silhouette Cameo 3. We are going to be needing a couple of things. Of course, our machine. It doesn't matter if you're using a portrait, a Cameo 1, 2, 3, or the new Cameo 4. Well, good for you. We are also going to be needing a sticker paper of any brand that you would like, and we're going to need a silhouette mat, we're going to need a printer, and we're going to need a digital design, a sticker design that we are going to work with. So if you have all your supplies, let's get started and get into our Silhouette studio. I would just like to say that the Silhouette Studio that I'm using is a business edition. So if you're using not the business edition, things might look different on your end, but we're going to have the same tools and we're going to be doing the same thing, but it might be in a different place or another. So please take note of that. All right, so this one is what it's going to look like when I opened my project. What we're going to do is we're going to turn on the registration marks first. All right. And then this one right here is registration marks. See, when I hover my mouse, it gives me what kind of setting that is. So over here, the registration marks, we're going to click that. And this is currently turned off, and we're going to turn this on. And we're going to choose the Cameo Portrait or Curio. So this registration mark tells the machine, what type of cuts there is that was registered or what type of cuts that it's going to do that we're going to set. Okay, so this is over here, the part here inside the red marks or the border. This is where the image has to be in. You cannot go outside this red border around here. What I like to do, because I like to have a little bit more space, I like to push the top part of that border, okay, and the left part as well. So if you can see closely, I'm going to zoom in. There is that gray border over here. That means you cannot go past that. See, if I adjust my bottom inset, I went past that gray, right? So I cannot do that. I have to go back inside that gray border. Okay, so now that it looks like I have it all set up, I am going to look for my image. I'm going to close this one now. I'm just going to move over my window. I have my folders over here, and I'm going to look for the stickers. The designs that I'm currently working with, this set is called Boo Things, and this is a set that I designed, and this is going to be available on our website if you would like to check it out. Okay, and so I'm going to click and drag it. Let's just do that. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to fit 2 stickers inside so that I can maximize the usage of the paper. So what I'm going to do here, see this green thing here? We're going to go rotate it to the right. And if you want, you can hold the shift button while you're doing that so it will just snap right in place. We're going to do that. Okay, and we're going to go to the other design that we would like to do. I'm going to go do this one. All right, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to hit that green. I'm pressing the shift button right now, and then I'm going to rotate it to the right. Snaps. All right. So now we have these 2 images. We're going way past the border line, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to click on the screen and then drag it so that we can select both our stickers. And I'm going to go right in the corner. And I'm just going to drag it to the left so that I want to make sure that I'm inside my print and cut borders. All right, so I'm going to go over here. This is the major sensor, but all of those are the sensors. Again, that's what the machine's going to read. And I've been using the Silhouette for a long time, and this is the only thing that I've been having issues is the registration mark. And I feel like as long as I'm not close to anywhere in the registration mark, I'm all good. So I'm just going to try and stretch it out just a little bit. Just a little bit. I want to make sure that I have a good size stickers. All right, I think this is all good. I'm just going to go down a little bit because I don't want it touching over that, because if it's there, that's when the problems starts. So I want to go as far as I can from that registration mark. Okay. All right. So we're here. And this is where things would get really confusing for some people, but I'm going to try and go really slow and really try to do my best to go step by step, okay? Because when I was researching how I can make my own stickers, this is where I was having troubles with, because a lot of the tutorials were going really fast and I was having so many issues. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to create the cut lines for these images, all right? Over here on the right side, this one that looks like a toast, it always looks like a toast to me. So this is the trace panel. So I'm going to click on that and I'm going to hit the select trace area. So I'm going to zoom it out a little bit, okay? And then I'm going to click on the screen, click, and then I'm going to drag it to highlight all the images. Okay, here we go. If you notice that I didn't drag way over here because I don't really need that to be cut as a sticker. All right, so now you see the images are yellow. What we want is for all those images to turn yellow. So what we can do is we can go here and adjust our threshold. And we're just going to move the slider just little by little until we can see all these images be highlighted with that yellow. Okay, so what's going to happen if I adjust this to 100%? It's all good, okay? And some people like to do the high pass filter, so I just do that to 0 because see, if I move it just a little bit, it would cover the whole area. So I have this way down, so it's actually turned off right now. All right, so now that all my images are highlighted, what to do now? So next step is we're going to hit this trace. It looks like a butterfly. So what we want is the trace, and click on this, trace the entire image, trace. All right, let's zoom it in so we can see. All right, so now in this part, what I like to do, this is where it gets tricky again. You know how some stickers, they have the white borders around their images, and that's what I want. Right now, it looks like the cut is going to be really tight. So the next step would be, we are going to try our hardest to click on any of those cut lines. So any here, any even here, as long as we click on the red. All right, so now we have the cut line selected. The next step to do, we're going to close this window. We go over here, this star over here, and this is going to be the offset panel. Click on that one, and we're going to choose the offset because we want it outside the image. If we want the cut to be inside the image, then we choose the internal offset. But right now, we want the borders around the images outside, so we are going to choose the offset. All right. It looks like what I have selected is not the cut lines. It looks like what I've selected is the image itself, and you're going to see it. I'm going to show you. So I'm going to hit delete right now. All right. And I'm going to do the same process. Make sure that this arrow is selected when you're selecting your cut line. There we go. I think now we have selected the cut line. I think. And that's why this is where it gets tricky. If you need to zoom in, then you can do that too. All right. So I'm going to click offset. Now here we go. So we've actually selected the cut line. All right. So it looks like crazy right now because that's going to be the cut line. So what you're going to do is we're going to adjust this. And I'm going to give you the one that I use for the setting. I'm just going to highlight the 3 numbers. Oops. And I am going to put in, all right, it's not doing it for me. I'm going to put in 0, 40. And I'm going to hit apply. And we're going to check all the images. It looks like it's all good. So now we have all those borders, but we don't stop here because right now we have 2 cut lines, which means this part over here, this first red is a cut line. This is another cut line. So what we want to do is we want to delete the first cut line that we created. So we're going to, make sure your arrow is selected. So we're going to select those cut lines and hit delete. I do that all the time. So I'm just going to press Command Z. I'm on a Mac. And I'm going to try and find that cut line again. And delete. There we go. And so we deleted the first cut line that we made. And then we're just going to view here if we need to, like over here. These are extra cut lines that we don't really want those. So I'm just going to zoom in. And I'm going to select my eraser. And I want to make sure I'm in the very low brush because these are tiny. So I'm just going to slowly erase in these parts that we don't want. So just going to erase it, erase that, erase this part. Okay. Go look at some more. All right, it looks like everything looks okay. Okay, oop, there's just a little bit there. All right, okay, so now that we have this, I want to create another cut. I want my stickers to be cut separately. So we want these to be one sticker sheet, second sticker sheet. So we need to create a cut line outside of the sticker to make it rectangular. So we're going to choose this shape and we're going to choose this rectangle. What you want to do, very important, is you want to select a different color for this cut, okay? So I chose the blue one. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to just drag and outside. Make sure you're aligning it correctly. So I have it here. All right. Okay. So I'm going to choose my arrow again, select option tool, click on that one. I'm going to Command C and Command V. So I'm just going to copy it instead of doing the same thing again. So I'm just going to place it on this other sheet. All right. Okay. All right. Now what we need to do is we need to go to the Send panel and we're going to choose Line. So now we have the red lines and the blue. So for the red line, we want to choose a sticker setting, right? So you can choose the sticker paper that they have here. But since I've already been using my silhouette, I already have a setting that's been tested for my matte sticker paper. So I'm going to choose the matte sticker paper, and I have here the speed is 7, my blade is set to 3, my force is 5, and only one time to go around that, okay? And then I'm going to go choose cardstock adhesive back is just fine, or a cardstock plain is just as good probably. But you know what? I'm just going to adjust this to 30 just to make sure. All right. So really that's it. What you're going to do is we're going to send it to our printer first. So this is our printer. And so we're just going to select this. And we're going to choose the printer that we use, and I'm going to turn around, get my camera ready, and show you guys the process, and we'll go from there. All right. Right, so now we gotta put this sticker paper on the mat. We're going to do what is being shown on the screen. So that top part, that one has to be on the top part. I hope that I won't have any issues with the registration mark because the printer was making some crazy things, doing some crazy things. So, right. So now we're going to load it into our silhouette. Okay, our silhouette is connected. It says ready. Just gonna hit send. Okay, so the first part is over. Now it has to change its settings and do the second cut, which is to give us our sheet individually. Right, well there you have it. That's how we make our stickers using the silhouette. And I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope you found it helpful. I hope that I've explained things. And if you have any questions still, please don't hesitate to leave them in the comment section down below. I thank you for watching this video, and please like and share and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, bye guys!